I've never even seen this map. I haven't even looked at the tile set yet. So this is gonna be new. I know one thing people are complaining about is that it looks like these players are not familiar with the map either. I know one thing people are complaining about is the backdoor rocks and all the little cliffs around the main allow you to use ghosts and tanks really, really effectively as Terran. And I know people complain every time a new map comes out that is biased toward Terran. So there's no Terrans in this matchup anyway, so I guess we won't really find out from this. There are no Terrans in the tournament, period, anymore, except for Wes, who's a random player, so sort of. But I don't think it's going to be too much. It's not going to come into play too much. But I'm interested to see. I mean, it's sort of Blistering Sands-esque in the fact that you do have a back door you have to defend.
Yep.
It's a similar distance from your front door, but there's not as easily... There is a more easily defensible main in my opinion.
Yeah, you both have to knock down. It's kind of got that scrap station effect in that you both have to knock down your own rocks to be able to get this short ground distance between each other. And meanwhile, you've got otherwise it's a pretty standoffish map. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you can expand way the hell away from your opponents. But so we've got Cheticus here on the right, and Wes spawned as Protoss, and for anyone who didn't catch that, he is a random player. So we get to see his Protoss play here against Cheticus now. So earlier we got to see him one time play Protoss, the other two times he played Terran. But interesting to see where this is going to come from.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, I just realized we have 2 PvZ finals. That's awesome. But I'm wondering I wonder if Cheticus has actually played this map, because it's pretty clear that Wes is not used to this map. And this is a random player, and never playing a map like this is going to be really tough for him. He's going to have to rely on raw skill to pull him out of this one. But I wonder if Cheticus is familiar with this and how he plans to address the backdoor issue, because that backdoor can be just deadly for Zerg.
You'll notice he didn't even try to fast expand or anything. He did the really traditional. He got gas first and went straight into speed links and didn't get his spawning pool until after his extractor went down. So he's clearly looking for early game kind of defense at the very least. I'm surprised that Wes, I wouldn't have, if he had actually just moved his whole forward wall down one ramp and just walled off at his expansion, I would have almost expected that more. But, I think everybody is a little weirded out by this kind of back door that seems like it's right in the center of your base.
Yeah, and I'm loving this gas steal, because the reason why this gas steal makes so much sense is because the rush distance is so long into the base that it doesn't really make sense to push all that early, so you're going to have to push late. And the longer that gas stays up, the longer it delays anything else. And it looks like he decided not to take the gas. But I know I personally really like a 3-gate Zealot Sentry push, and putting down a gas basically cancels that.
That was great if you saw Wes just do that. So, a lot of Zerg players will steal the gas, but then they'll pop out of it and take a look around the base and then go back to get it again. As soon as Wes saw him heading back, he just took the gas himself. He just said, you know what, I don't care if I'm not using it. I'm just going to take this gas now so you can't keep jumping on top of my extractor.
Absolutely. And Wes does, very, very nice scout timing. On that scout, he did see the expo as soon as it went up. He knows there was no fast expansion here. So I'm curious as to how he's going to respond, because the timing on this is a little awkward considering the rush distance on this map. I'd actually really... Oh, beautiful. I was just about to say that. I'd really like to see some Phoenix play. I hope it's a Phoenix and not Void Ray, because I think this is the kind of map where some air dominance really, really gives you control of the flow of the map of when your opponent expands. So I'd really like to see some mass Phoenix play. And you can just get so many Phoenixes of one Stargate if you just chrono once in a while that you can maintain air dominance the whole game.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't agree more. And so Cheticus, we're going to see, this is always the downside to Zerg, is that your openings are all the same. I mean, you pretty much always have to go a couple of lings into a couple of roaches and then something else. The decision tree only really splits when you finally hit tier 2 and you have to decide, am I going mutas? Am I going upgraded roaches? Am I going hydralisks? But until that point, it's pretty much always the same exact army. So Zerg almost has nothing to hide. He's getting his extra queens. I like that he's spreading his creep. You made this comment earlier that you said he's got one of the best creep spreading habits of any Zerg we've seen so far. And yeah, he'll happily spread creep instead of laying eggs if he can.
Yeah, and I also like he has some just fantastic scouting. I mean, Chompy has good scouting too, so I wouldn't say the best out of any Zerg in this tournament, but his scouting is so superb. I mean, we see he pretty much has the entire half of the map covered, at least the operative half of it. And he has that back door covered, so he's going to see if his opponent tries to get out of his back door. I think this Void Ray play is a little bizarre. I don't think the Void Ray is all that necessary unless he's looking for a quick snipe. But I think he would do better to just keep on sniping Overlord, deny all the information from the Zerg, and force him to put all the Overlords back in his base, and then expand himself. I don't really agree that going one base into Phoenix Void Ray is the best decision you can really be making here.
Yep. Yeah, it's a strange play. I always think that air units in general are if you're planning on winning with air units, it's kind of a newbie strat. You're kind of hoping that your opponent is terrible. But if you have some other ulterior motive, like most Zerg players will get Mutalisks, not planning on winning, but planning on skewing their opponent's army so that they can then go Banelings or then go something else. If you have some ulterior motive, then I can't disagree with it. Maybe he's trying to make him make more queens because he does have the one Phoenix. A Phoenix and a Void Ray can lift up a single queen and really, really cause some havoc.
Yeah, and hopefully he'll do that right here. Yeah, clutch lift, but the other queen should be on its way up. Another 2 queens. So even though this 1 queen will die, I think he'll be absolutely fine, to be honest.
Yep, it's going to take him too long. He'll get one more lift, and he's already taking some serious damage. But he is fully charged. This could go either way now. He needs another Void Ray, but he's just not going to have it in time.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Maybe with a double target in the beginning, just to pump out the units very, very quickly would have done it. But I think Cheticus responded very, very elegantly, got just enough units to deal with that, and not too much damage. I mean, he lost 1 queen, I think, in that whole push, and in response, he killed off. Wait, did he kill off anything, actually?
He got the 1 Void Ray, but then the Phoenix ran away.
Oh my god, and there's a fleet beacon. So,
mothership.
This is a little absurd. I mean, even
Maybe
for
we'll see a carrier,
for a forward-thinking genius like Wes, this is a little bizarre. I mean, he's still on 1 base right now, but I guess this is what Day 9 asked for when he asked for Fun Day Monday, and now everyone's doing these carrier rushes.
Let's see if he's going to get carrier or if he's going to go mothership. He doesn't have the supply or the money for a mothership at the moment. If he has a pylon going up somewhere, yes, he does. He could theoretically build a mothership any moment now as soon as that pylon's done. He's very
he's definitely going for a mothership. He's saving up all of his minerals and gas, so he's going to have enough for a carrier.
Oh, no, never mind. Going for the carrier. All right, he's guessing back and forth. Last game, last tournament, I got criticized because I kept thinking, why is he going carriers? And everyone was like, duh, he's going mothership. And I thought, oh, okay. So this time, of course, I made that call again, and no, he actually was going carrier. I think
he just can't to get ahead.
Fun Day Monday fever has dominated the ladder and has really changed the metagame. People have to start wondering, is it Fun Day Monday strategy?
Yeah, I mean, when a caster sees something like a fleet beacon, it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You got to say something. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think there's any logical play from a fleet beacon.
Yeah, I think the best bet is always make a call and then say nothing if you're wrong, but then really, really draw attention to it if you happen to be right. And then people will only remember the times you were right, and you're good to go.
Of course. Look like a genius. But here we go. He's getting quite a bit of tech. He's also throwing down a Twilight Council. So I'm wondering what this play is. I mean, I can't even pretend to try to predict some sort of composition here. Maybe carrier a zealot, but I can't really predict the composition here. And
just a standard carrier zealot army. Nothing fancy about it.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Normal
as Day9 would say. But we see that the Spire that went up really early actually got no use out of it. I would have liked to see him actually cancel it because I believe he did see the Phoenix sitting there before the Spire was complete. But I guess he does have a... Oh, wait, where is it? Where is it?
It's right in the middle of the map. Here it comes. What is he going to do with it? I don't know, but he's going to do something with the carrier. Sorry,
and he has 1 carrier, 1 Void Ray, and 1 Phoenix. What is this planning to do?
I don't know, but it's up to no good. It's a pretty good start, honestly. If you're going to do something and you're starting with a Phoenix, a Void Ray, and a carrier, not a bad start.
And I am forced to take back my words
once
again because we see that. Yeah, I'm forced to take back my words once again because we see 4 Corruptors coming out, so that Spire actually being put to extremely good use. But it's not really a good answer for Protoss to armored air units like Corruptor. I mean, Void Rays are like... No, I'm not even going to say Void Rays are good against it. They're both
just bad. Yeah, against each other,
Yeah, they're not great against them, so this is actually a pretty cool move.
Yeah, you said this last game is that Hydras, should do well against carriers because they can shoot down the interceptors so fast, and that's exactly what he did. He kept the carrier at a safe distance, but these Corruptors are just going to chase it down. I don't think anyone has mana for actual corruption yet.